Hello. This video is going to teach you how to test your Fire Command Center on your hazmat storage container. The things you're going to need, if possible, a can of smoke, but this can be done without it. 1/8 inch Allen. If you don't have a can of smoke, you can get a jumper wire and then the key for the enclosure. The first thing you're going to want to do is this key will open your enclosure if you have an enclosure. Some may not have an enclosure because it's inside the container. The next thing you will need is the keys for the cabinet. There are 3 keys. One's going to be for the cabinet to open up the cabinet, and that won't be necessary right away. And then the other 2 is for the section to silence and reset your panel. Before we go further, it is important to know if your command center is being monitored by an off-site monitoring company, meaning if this command panel goes off, it will notify the fire department. If your command center is being notified or monitored, then you will need to call the monitoring company and tell them to put it into test. This means when the panel that's being tested will go into trouble, that it will not alert the fire department. After we have made sure that the panel is in test with your monitoring company, we are free to test the panel. The first thing I like to do is the pull station. I'll take my 1/8 inch Allen and I'm going to go over to the pull station. On this unit, pull station is located right here. You can pull down on this to test the pull station, but what that does is going to break a little anti-tamper tube in there. To prevent breaking the tube, all you need to do to test the pull station is take your 1/8 inch Allen, open it, and you should get a horn. You can close that, it's still going to be going off. As you can see here in the panel, it's telling us that our pull station is in alarm. So we turn the key to enable, and then we hit silence if we want to investigate further. And if we know that the pull station is good and put back, we're going to hit the reset button. The next step will be the smoke sensor on the inside of the container. Here you have your smoke sensor. If it's operating properly, it'll have a green blinking light. The red light is to indicate whether it's in trouble or not. This one is not in trouble currently, so we're going to use our can of smoke to test it. Take your can of smoke and spray it until the light turns red or a horn strobe goes off. That put it in alarm. That is telling us it's a heat/smoke detector, zone 10, so we can silence that and reset. Like I stated earlier, if we do not have the can of smoke available, there's another way to test this smoke detector. What we'll need is our keys to open up the cabinet. So we're going to open up the cabinet and take our jumper wire. We're going to locate zone 10 on the circuit board. We're going to take our jumper wire and jump from the positive, which is the red wire, and you see there, and the negative, which is the black wire, you see the minus. You're going to jump those 2 together to put this into alarm, like so. Take out our keys. Turn it to enable, silence, and reset. Another test we need to do is to make sure that the panel will alert us if we have a failure in battery. In here is our battery. It's for backup. If we have a power outage, the battery will take over on the panel and resume as normal. A way to test this is to simply pull off one of the terminals. I like to pull off the negative. I apologize, a transmit trouble means that we are inside a metal building and it's not being able to transmit out to the monitoring company. Soon we should see a battery trouble. This one takes a while. Here we have a battery trouble and a transmit trouble. Like I said before, the transmit trouble is because we're inside a building and the antenna cannot appropriately transmit the signals. So what we'll do, plug the battery back in and wait till the trouble goes away. After about 5 to 10 minutes, the battery trouble will go away. The last thing we can do to check our panel is by turning off the power. After we turn off the power to the panel, it'll beep at us and it'll say AC trouble. This will also take a little bit of time for it to go into trouble. There it is. We can turn that back on. And as you can see, the power was never lost to the panel because the battery took over instantly. This also takes a minute to finally reset, so be patient with this process. So transmit trouble is the only trouble that we have right now, meaning we have power restored to our panel and everything is in working order. After you've done all the tests, call your monitoring company, tell them that they can take the monitoring off of test. That way you guys can go live again and be safe and protected. If you have any questions, my name's Robert. I'm with American Hazmat Rentals, and you can give me a call anytime.